What I love is the excitement. I hate cool. I hate being cool. I'm not cool. I hate when people try to
Oh
be.
God, no,
I
I don't.
love you're always a person. You wear your emotions on your whatever. You just like I like seeing you excited. I like seeing a person excited about what they love and their dreams coming true and whatever happens with Bo-Katan, because Bo-Katan's an important part. But I just think it's awesome, and I'm glad someone like you got it because you appreciate it so much.
I've had on my show Another Life right now. I made a decision when I took this job that I would be positive every single day. That I would come to work and I would be a leader that was optimistic all the time. Um, because I've worked and I have been the opposite. I have been the person that needed to be called out on set for my attitude. Um,
Whoa, really? You?
yeah.
What kind of attitude? When did this happen, and what adjustments did you make?
So, the thing with me, as you said, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Um, when I'm in a bad mood, I have a really hard time hiding it. And it was the first season of Longmire. I'd come right off of Riddick and we were doing night shoots and I was exhausted. And I went straight into early morning days in freezing cold weather during Longmire in season one. And it was cold and I got sick. And and Bailey Chase and I would drive to work together because we were always outside the limit, so we about 60 miles every morning.
Oof.
And I would complain all the time about, I just felt like I was being underutilized on the show and I was disappointed and I didn't want to go complain because God forbid you go and actually have an adult conversation with someone. I just wanted to bitch about it all the time. And I was also not in a great spot in my life. I was in a relationship that lasted too long and I should have left. And I was just not a very happy person. And he called me out in front of the entire crew one day. And it was until this day, he and I finally made up because it was not good for a while because I was so disappointed in the way that he did it. My mind was do it offset, have this conversation with me offset, don't do it in front of the crew. But it taught me one of the biggest lessons of my career. And I realized that I had a choice and I had to change my perspective and I needed to grow the F up.
What did he say to
And
you in front of the crew?
he screamed at me and said, "Be here, want to be here. I am so tired of you." And I don't really remember what he said, but it was loud and and I always thought it was the wrong time in the wrong place. I was very angry that he did it that way, but it needed to happen. And it woke me up and it made me realize that the attitude I bring to set every day is the attitude that permeates the set. Because for better or worse, I have the ability, I think, because I'm so big and I'm loud and my voice carries, like that I have the ability to change the set. I can make it a positive place to be or a negative place to be. And I was wrong. I was very wrong. And I had to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
And I learned two things. I learned I needed to stand up for myself. So I went in and I started talking to the producers about what I wanted the character to be. But I also realized that I needed to be the person that people wanted to work with twice. I couldn't be the person that took it for granted. I was taking it for granted. And I needed to be called out. And he did it. And then by the end of the series, the producers all said they would work with me again. I did a complete 180 purposefully, but I
Yeah.
taught myself how to be happy